Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I am J Snake Eyes. Sorry, I was J Snake Eyes. I am StephDLegend, and today we're gonna discuss the termination of Hartley Sawyer. I'm just gonna let the stream populate first, and then we will get into the gameplay and the deep discussion. And the reason I chose Injustice 2 is because, well, Hartley he plays in a superhero show, so yeah. Right now that I have shared out the link, just waiting on boy Jody to hop on, and that's who we'll be discussing with. Okay, so in the meantime, I'll just, look for some multiverse event to do. And seeing that we're talking about Hartley, I think it's only fair that we play as a character from the same show that he's on. Says Barry.
The Flash.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I gotta moderate the comments. Okay, so the discussion is, well, I can start the discussion now and just take
I
off
made it.
whenever Jody gets here. I forget. The man called. Hey, do that. Right. So today we're discussing recent events that happened. Well, it's recent, and then there's also it not being recent. So we have to look back at 2012, and we have to look at 2014 as well. So I think this is a very hard topic in a way, because it affects what we see and how everything is going to change from now, or should change. So the topic at hand is the termination of Hartley, and if you don't know who Hartley is, he is known to be the one who plays Elongated Man in the Flash. And Elongated Man, I mean, when he first appeared, it was like, eh. And then before we knew it, we just loved the Elongated Man. I don't remember when exactly it was that, but I remember, I was like, man, I think it was when the Thinker, if you haven't watched season 4 of The Flash, like, yeah, that's when, it's when the Thinker, you know, did what he did to Ralph, right? I think that's when we started to care, because it was like, we feel the pain we feel, because, you know, although we didn't start off like in Ralph, you know, grew, and then it's like, okay, well, we have a character who's growing, a character who's learning, a character who's willing to improve. And Jody has finally made it. Hey, Jody, hey, welcome to the stream.
Send me the links so that I can post it. Oh,
you have the link.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
oh, sorry.
You need to pay attention.
I was doing some dragons on art, dinosaurs on art with a frame. We're actually not finishing up because we just got the thing that I said every time what's gonna happen in 15 minutes.
Oh, nice. Well, you would have been briefed on the topic. We already started discussing Hartley, and I was just telling them when we actually started to care about the character Ralph. You know, I think it happened right after, you know, what happened to him, and we really didn't like Ralph at first. Well, I didn't.
I kind of think when Ralph was first introduced into the show, Ralph was kind of
annoying.
Annoying. I wouldn't say annoying. I would use other words.
Fair enough.
Profound. I insert profound profanity. Let's go with that. Right?
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, he was really annoying. Then he bugged me. It's like we really got rid of Julian for this guy. Julian was a character also on the Flash. He was played by what's called his name? I'm not playing name wrong.
Scientist that they like Caitlin, right?
Yeah, also Harry Potter.
Really?
Yeah, the guy from Harry Potter, Drago Malfoy. The guy who played Drago Malfoy.
Who?
The guy who's played. You know the guy that had the little thingamabob, the little sharp thing, and put Wally in the thing. He was always right. He's played Draco Malfoy.
Give me a sec. I'm actually going to let that up now, so that you know I got the right person.
Tom Felton. Right. Tom Felton.
Oh no, I mean who's the character that he plays as in Harry Potter?
He plays Draco Malfoy.
I don't know who that is. Alright, let me tell you something, right? I've watched Harry Potter once in my lifetime.
Fair enough. I will tell you who I tell you who he is on your Flash though.
Right. I know who he is on Flash. He's that guy that had a crush on Caitlin.
Yeah, Julian. So we lost Julian for
South America or something, so they say.
They say,
And then like we were mentioned about him once more, and that was it. There was the end of Julian lifetime in Flash. They don't even talk about Robbie anymore.
You're right.
And I mean, I must say, right?
I mean,
was one of those people that
Robbie died so long ago. I can understand why. It's like been 6 years.
Let me tell you, right?
Years, Jody.
Robbie died at the end of season 1.
But Robbie came back.
Season 2.
He came back as an Earth 2 counterpart.
An Earth 2 character. And I was happy because I do like the Amel cousins.
Yeah, you got to love the Amels.
Robbie was my favorite. It's actually my favorite too. Sorry, Stephen, but you know, I learned about Robbie way before you.
I mean, I didn't even know that they were cousins until I saw both of them. I was like, wait, okay.
I knew though. I knew because
a lot of people knew, right?
But I mean, because I look up a lot of my shows, like so, like when I was watching Hero, I knew it was Stephen Amell, right? I'm here taking a Flash on my computer, right? And I'm taking Flow.
Flow just not working out for you. The whole Flash is not working out for us, but our actors. Tom Cavanagh is leaving as well.
2 disappointments here.
Tom Calvin was leaving.
What happened, right, is like,
Or supposed to
I
be.
knew about Robbie from the Tomorrow People, which was really funny because in the Tomorrow People,
Oh yeah.
the girl that was in love with Robbie, that I believe becomes his girlfriend at the ending, because the ending is kind of
Hey, easy with the spoiling, easy with the spoiling. Some of us didn't finish it.
Is actually Caitlyn.
Wow, so they're just tying everything together, huh?
Right, so then when they moved the two of them into Flash as a couple,
You were just like,
knew who Robbie was.
you was just like, okay,
Right?
okay. But I mean, to be fair, it's okay that they don't mention him anymore to me because he was gone for a while. I do love him on the show. I wish he would come back. I mean, we had Infinite Earths. He should come back. But at the end of the day, he's gone, and they don't talk about him no more. Julian, they don't talk about him anymore.
What happened, right, is I knew they were cousins because I used to watch Arrow as well, right?
Okay, I mean, they do look alike. They got the same last name. They're cousins.
I mean, I watched Arrow first because I believe Arrow came up before Tomorrow People, but at this time I wasn't really directly down right into Arrow because at this point I used to watch Arrow by myself, right? This was before I tried. This was before I showed Mom about the whole universe and stuff. So right, that came along like Flash when Flash started.
Yeah.
So then when I saw Robbie was in Flash, I was like, oh Mom, this body's in Flash, right? And then I started showing her Arrow, and then she was like, Arrow looks familiar, and I was like, yeah, he's Robbie from Flash's cousin. And she was like, oh, how do you know that? And I was like, I do some heavy, deep research on these stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy that I don't know who.
So you think that he should be mentioned more because of his impact on the show, correct?
No. I just love Firestorm.
Yeah, I mean, Firestorm was great, and they got rid of Firestorm, replaced Firestorm with another version of Firestorm, then got rid of Firestorm by putting him on another show, then killed him off. Fine. Yeah. We had to suffer through that. Right? I mean, they don't talk about Firestorm anymore, and I just think we were unfair. And I always said, you know what, Ronnie, who is this? Robbie's player Ronnie. Watch this. Ronnie should have been alive because they found Professor Stein. What if Ronnie was in the middle of time and space? That was my theory. So they got rid of him, and guess what they did? They got rid of him, and guess who they replaced him with? Well, who did they replace him with?
Jax.
No, they replaced him with Kid Flash, if you look at it. Because Kid Flash was the next person to join the team. And Kid Flash made his place. He left because you can't have so many speedsters on one show. And I guess that's when they never, followed up on the Flash family happening.
Then they carried him over to Legends.
And then who we got? We got Ralph. Ralph.
He didn't fit in Legends either, and then they just carried him from Legends as well and put him into nowhere.
But it does make sense because Wally is in Keystone where he's in the comics because he doesn't fit in anywhere. So I do get that, and I understand why they did it. And then they brought in Ralph for why?
He didn't fit in Legends.
Oh, you mean Wally?
Yeah, Wally kind of overdoing Legends.
You expect Wally to fit in? Come on.
He kind of was like overdoing it in Legends. Like,
you know that I stopped watching Legends from the time Wally joined, right? Watched about 3 episodes with Wally in it. I was like, no.
Wally kind of like Wally fit in. Wally took the show away from them. Then it became more about Wally, and then they just let Wally out.
But at the end of the day, he's the new guy. You got to give the new guy some space, and his journey on Legends was to find himself. I mean, he probably did find himself.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, it felt awkward to have Ralph on the show after, having Wally, a speedster. Then I thought at first when it said elongated man, I thought he was actually Plastic Man from Brave and Bold. So I did some research. And then I realized that he's not Plastic Man. Elongated Man is another hero that kind of have the same abilities, another Plastoid. So I was like, okay, I could live with that. But kind of explain why he's the way he is. And I mean, we started to care about him after, what happened with him and the Tinker. And after that, I mean, he just started fitting with the show, and that was pretty cool. So to lose him is now hard because his character arc from season 6 is not finished. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna replace the actor, or they're gonna just kill off Ralph? Because at this point, my man, I finished off season 6 either.
I mean,
I refuse to watch season 6 ending because I'm really not trying to, you know, see how it all ends, seeing that it didn't end on the finale, that they have to make their own finale. So
yeah, I can't think, bro. Oh, Dragon. Okay, who is that? No question.
Oh, you know Tom Cavanaugh, who also plays Reverse Flash and all the bells. He has stated he was leaving. I'm not sure if he's. Yeah, he did. I actually don't think he's. I don't know if he's leaving still because I mean we just lost Hartley because of tweets from 2012.
Wait, really? They're that long ago?
2012 and 2014.
You would think that this is something that
recent, you know what I mean? But at the same time, the tweets are really terrible, terrible. So yeah, they had to get rid of him. Like I agree with getting rid of him based on those tweets because those tweets were just, you know, terrible. They're not something that you should have said, you know.
You know what you should have said? You should just say that he was the douchebag in Harry Potter. I would not understand it.
I never watched Harry Potter.
Oh. Well, apparently he's the douchebag in Harry Potter. I mean,
he was a douchebag in Flash. How you mean?
Yeah. That's why he said it made sense. No, it really does.
But back to Hartley. 2012 though.
I actually need to find these tweets.
Oh, you're not gonna find him. His Twitter doesn't exist anymore. For good reason.
Really? He deleted his Twitter?
It was either that or suffer. Listen, Ruby Rose deleted her Twitter because the fans backlashed her on becoming Batwoman. They said she's not gay enough to play Batwoman. What?
Yeah, a lot of people did say so.
Like, but how you can tell a woman who clearly identifies as gay? I mean, I may not agree with that, right? On any level, I have no say on it. I don't judge anyone. I have no say on it. But you, of a person of her community, can tell her she's not right for the role because she's not gay enough. Of course she left. You hated on her. You didn't give her the space she needed. She got into a serious injury and obviously had to be taken to, you know, get surgery because it was that bad. Like, she could have been paralyzed for life. So, and I know you want to bash her. I know they want to bash her because she's leaving the Flash. She got every right to leave the Batwoman. She has every right to leave. I mean, it's only been a season, so it's kind of hard for her to leave now. But
good night, stream.
You got people joining you.
To be late. No, I'm on your stream. I'm not streaming.
Oh, you're on my stream.
Yeah, good night, people. I'm so sorry to be late in chat. I was sitting down doing some research on some characters here. And everyone made it to the street. Oh, Shanika made it to you.
Yeah, she did. So what I do understand though from this is there should be some level of accountability. Like, okay, I get that some fans are upset because certain things happen. Okay, Ruby Rose left. Now some of us have to suffer because we just connected with her for a whole season, right? Number one. Number two, well, now we have to deal with the fact that Hartley Sawyer is being fired because of his tweets from, okay, you probably want to know what the tweets are, how bad they were. So the tweets were very bad.
To the people, I am coming back. I get water.
Enjoy the odds again, this water. Anyway, the tweets were really bad. I mean, I probably should not say them what they actually were, but I could tell you what they were about. So basically, he was talking about being younger and the sort of activities that would incite him, and they were not very positive activities. Actually, they were very I hate saying this word, misogynical. Yeah, misogynical. They're very misogynical, and that's hard. Like, you don't be misogynical. No, you don't be racist. You don't be misogynical. You don't do those sort of things, especially when you're working in the industry you're working in, because that's the number one way to get blacklisted. I missed. That's a way to get blacklisted, and not just blacklisted, but obviously you ain't getting no more work because you're blacklisted, and no, you gotta, like, you know,
You're saying that right?
be different. You gotta be a little different because guess what? Your job ain't there no more. Yeah, I believe I'm saying that right. I could be wrong, but I believe I'm saying it right. Your job ain't there no more, and you honestly gotta suffer. I mean, if you got family, they gotta suffer because, you know, the backlash and the bullying and all of that would happen. And it's really hard to say what could have caused him to think that it was fine to post that. I mean, maybe he was making a joke, fine. But those sort of jokes are not welcome. Like, you shouldn't make jokes like that. Even Grant Gustin, the person who plays the Flash, was very angry about the tweets. And I mean, it was 2012. That's 8 years ago. Fine. The tweets were bad. They had to fire the guy. Yeah, I agree. Fire him. But watch this. Where's the accountability when it comes to the President of the United States? There's a lot of evidence against this one man, and you can't even get... Before the man was in office. The man was in office,
You're
yeah.
saying misogyny, right?
Yeah, you can't, you know, put the accountability on the own President of the United States who's straight out here, you know, leading the charge. But no, where is he? But they terminate an actor for tweets. They can't terminate the President on something more being stop cheating. Jeez. Yeah, this is very important. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Jimmy. Or was it, you know? I am bad with words, okay?
Yeah,
Stop words.
Hey Josh, what's up?
So yeah, I mean, honestly, that's very bad though. I mean, America, do better. Welcome back, Jody.
Quickest way possible, just do a little quick 5 second rundown of what you missed real quick.
Also, basically what you missed was me just telling them the tweets being misogynical, and it was about what he imagined himself doing when he was younger and that sort of stuff. I mean, I sent you a version of it on WhatsApp so you would know. Yeah, while being cheats, because being cheating bad, always.
I mean, let's be honest, right? What boy has not had those type of dreams?
I'm not saying no. It's not dreams. He said okay. It's more than him saying that he had dreams of it. It's him saying he would do it. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
And he's an actor. He knows. Okay, you don't tweet those things. That's what I'm trying to say.
The image that I sent you, the rated that I sent you
from Grant.
Rated. Whoever it was. No, it wasn't Grant's rating. That's the thing. Right, it was a post that Grant posted, but it was not Grant that posted that type-up.
Oh, the type-up was made from the type-up was made from the studio. Yeah, the director of the studio.
Right. Grant said that he has nothing more to say because he was angry about it and he agrees with what the studio said about it, right?
Yeah.
What had me think about that is the tweet that they put up about firing him made it seem like if it was something to do with the
modern racism stuff, and also yeah, I agree. I thought so too, but then I have to hunt it.
They were talking about how we don't appreciate people talking about black brown people are treating them misguidedly, right?
Oh, but there were more tweets. There were more tweets. I didn't see all the tweets. I only saw those ones, but there were more tweets.
Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, since I'm not doing anything, really, is I'm going to be the person that does research working on the show.
Okay.
Let me just put the chat here next to me so that I can be able to reach out as well.
But my problem isn't with what happened, you know. My problem is what is America doing. See, okay, Hartley was terminated as soon as they found out what. Lol. Hartley was terminated as soon as they found out about what he tweeted, right? So tell me this: why is after all the evidence put against Donald Trump was still able to become president? President to me is a stronger role, right? No, it ain't an acting job, but an acting job as small as this has such a high level of accountability that something that was done 8 years ago has an effect now in 2020.
Nothing.
But Donald Trump is president. After
Nothing
all
at
the things
all.
he did, after all the tweets that were there, where is he? Is he standing with his people? He's not even standing with his people.
Joshua, basically, you're right. Nothing. They're really doing nothing at all. And I mean, the amount of stuff that Trump has done in his past, the amount of stuff that Trump has done when he was running for presidency, and the amount of stuff that Trump has done since he was voted in president. I mean, they should really be doing more about it.
Exactly. That's how I see it. It should merit some level of response on it, because this is not some Monopoly that you take up a board game of Monopoly and play. This is not that. No matter how he feels about that's how he think it is, this is not a monopoly. It's not a monopolization of power.
Well, actually,
it is
he was heard yesterday. Today is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
It is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was heard yesterday.
Oh, well.
Today's Monday. Today's Monday. No,
Today's Monday?
Today's Monday.
That's what's happened when, this is what's happened when Corona
There's no way he should have been president, to be honest.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yes, people in stream.
I agree.
I know my days true. The days that the bread man come.
So yeah,
There is no way that he should have been president. You're right.
dude,
It's just...
I watched that election. I went to bed thinking Hillary gonna win because I went bed early. Hillary got this, man, because look at these votes. Wake up, oh, Donald Trump is president. I'm like, what?
Oh, I got a question. Do you have Germany on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, can you please message Germany and tell him that I'm in the stream with you?
Okay.
He is currently sending me invites to a party.
Yeah, I can go share his number so that y'all could
Yo, what's up,
communicate
Ed-Dog?
with you guys in the stream. But y'all get the big idea. My problem isn't with how the CW board, I would say board, because I don't think it's just one director and whatnot. I think it's a board of directors and all that. I think the planning committee and all of that. I believe I agree with the board. I agree with how Grant feels. Grant has a right to feel angry
voted in a bigger
because
racist.
you know how it is. But I agree with them. He should have been terminated. And I mean, with this being brought to light, I think this is going to change the way how acting, how actors are brought. You see the post?
So, yeah, I'm looking at one from CNN, CB, what? NBC News, right? NBC. Universal Times went to NBC, right?
Oh, NBC
So,
got some stuff on it. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I trust NBC. They've been here for a long time.
You right.
It's like a circus ring, to be honest.
He was fired Monday as a result of tweets from 2012 and 2014 resurfacing. So they were resurfaced. It wasn't that they looked all the way back. It was resurfaced and brought back up recently.
Oh, so somebody said it. Okay. So, see, I figured they were digging.
Explain
but
yourself.
It was degrading to women, and where he called himself a racist. So he did say that he was racist, which does make sense now to the whole black and white, black community thing, Black Lives Matter. But then,
which also explains why.
The part about degrading women.
No, that's why they put Miss up. I'm not gonna call the word because Joshua already got me feeling that I called it wrong.
Alright, Josh, what to do right is send me a voice note of how you pronounce that word.
Correct. That what to do at this point.
Just send me a voice note so that I can get it right, cause I ain't heard in my head for that.
I get it.
So, oh god, where was it?
We were talking about
here we go.
about
So,
the tweets.
Yeah, I just try and find the full thing here. Right. In one tweet, apparently it says Sawyer joked himself about being at a dinner and exposed himself as racist again. He said in another that he would beat the hell out of his wife if he had one.
Yep, that's the tweet that I saw, and that angered me.
Right.
Didn't see that coming.
Great, so apparently he exposed himself as being racist at dinner. I think he did that. He did apologize to his Instagram on May 30th after the tweets resurfaced, where he admitted to making unacceptable jokes to get attention. So it was an attention span that he was doing
not attention span. It was a attention
8 years
act
ago.
that he was trying
8
to
years
do. She wanted attention.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. The moral of this story is don't do stupid things for attention. It's gonna come back and bite you in your back.
No, wait. I actually got to look up and see what he was doing back then in 2012 to see why he needed attention.
You're right. I mean, he probably wasn't a big actor, or he just needed some publicity. Publicity's not always golden.
Well, I mean, in terms of publicity back then, you know, people used to do everything. I mean, let's be honest, we have people eating tripods for publicity at this point in time.
You're right.
There are people setting themselves on fire during Corona for publicity. Thank you, Joshua, for sending the thing.
Is it really necessary, though? No!
Misogyny. Okay.
Misogyny, okay.
That name. Right. Misogyny, people. That's the name that we were looking for.
Yep, and I butcher it, so forgive me. Never had to say the word in my life.
No, that's only mahogany. Let me just bring that what I was trying to make there, you know? I mean, being by the fact, right, that the biggest thing that he's been known for was the Flash.
Yeah, big man, literally, you Google his name, like, you Google other actors or actresses' name, it's gonna have something there, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this person is famous for this. Also, no, acting the Flash. Big man, I just see the Flash. I didn't read it all, so I probably missed something. But the man famous for the Flash.
Look at Grant Gustin, I see Grant Gustin from the Flash.
Yeah, because Grant Gustin is kind of young, you understand? Grant Gustin, no, turn, like, what, 31, 30?
They didn't know who Grant Gustin. They went to the Flash.
Agreed. Night of the day.
Oh, he was a voice in Call of Duty.
Who's that? Who's that?
Hartley. He was an additional voice in
Who he voice?
No. Oh no, he was just additional voice.
Your incompetence.
His voices like side characters and stuff.
Again, I want to know this side character. I would literally play back just to see what going on.
Oh no, well, from her additional voices is good. You know how you've got the background people that is just be shouting out stuff and things, so
Yeah.
that is mostly the voice of the same person, right?
But watch this. It's not the first time that actor in the Arrowverse has been in the Call of Duty game. Check the guy that played John Jones, aka Martian Manhunter. He's in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. He is the main. He's one of the main characters in there. So so why would you need publicity?
Okay, so
Why?
back in 2012, well, I mean, okay, he's not in that much stuff, right? As it is, Flash was the last thing that he's credited for here, right? He's been in Flash since 2017, and that's the last thing he's here for, that he's ever acted in. Which means Flash basically is his career right now.
No, it's correction. Was
his only career at this point. All the other pictures, I actually do not know that he played in. He played as himself in a couple. He played in NCIS Los Angeles in an episode. That was about it. A TV series called The Young and the Restless. I've heard about that. Never watched it though. Yeah, so you know he's played in lots of pictures and stuff. So, but it makes sense.
But it no, it doesn't. Why would you? But okay, fine.
Okay,
it makes sense.
Being by a joke, right? And at that time he was not that popular, or at least didn't play in that much bigger roles and stuff. So right, he probably never saw himself being in a big show like The Flash.
But that does, but does it give him the right to make the claims he made?
No.
Exactly. So
it's never right to post anything like that up on social media, people.
I mean, it's not right to even like joke about that like in any sort of medium.
It's not right to talk about it out loud and do stuff. So, you know, but at the same time, I guess being by the fact that he never expected to get this much.
To get this far, he would have
Begin.
he probably never thought that it would have been something that would have come back up in his life.
He never thought it would haunt him. He never thought, you know what, this can harm me. Let me just not do it. And it's fine. Okay, it's not fine. I say it's fine that he could think that way, but it's not really fine. I'm just trying to say, if you want to think that way, have a small mindset. Because that's just how I see it. Like, he had a very small mindset. There we go. He had a very small mindset on how this is gonna go on, and I guess that's why it's haunting him. But my main concern of it though is what does that mean for us?
He did apologize. Okay, today is what, the 8th of June. He did apologize.
He apologized last week.
Great. Where he says that I wanted to be very clear, this is not a reflective of what I think or who I am, right? He says, I'm not here to make excuses regardless of the intention. My words matter and they carry profound consequences, etc., etc. I cannot apology. But he does say that he is really sorry and he does owe an apology to all his fans, the crew, and the people that he works with. Yep. And he thanks people for holding him accountable for the actions that he's done.
I mean, that's very I would say that's noble, but I mean, that's probably why also he deleted his social media, because he's gonna get lambasted. There's no way about it.
Yeah, okay. There's also a part where he says that his friends have opened his eyes over the years that helped him evolve into a more responsible adult.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's the thing about technology. See, when you post something on the internet, it's there forever. You could try to delete it, but it's there forever. So, I believe him. What he would have deleted it. He would have tried to delete it. You know, you don't want them things on your name. He would have tried to delete it. Tried to delete it.
What's up, Leonard? Our final showdown flag.
I honestly don't believe. Oh wait, hold on there. There's more. I'm actually reading it while I'm reading chat. But like, I do believe that if what they did is right, because you know this can something like that they're being brought back up from someone right outside of the media of the show and then being brought to their attention can have profound impact onto the show.
Consequences that's gonna affect the show for years. Like
great, and then they're gonna look at it as just not being one show, but being an entire universe of shows. Because as we all know, the universe for the CW
is connected
to everything on the CW at this point, which means that then the CW station on a whole will be affected from just one actor's wrongdoing years ago.
And a lot of people might be vexed about it because, man, that happened in 2012 or that happened in 2014. Yeah, it happened in 2012, 2014, but it's still relevant because just because it happened in the past, I mean, people can change. I'm not saying people can't change. People can change, but it's still gonna have a very bad backlash and a very bad taste in people's mouth, you know, especially now that it's been brought to light again. So.
Here comes a cold one. Catch me if you can.
I mean, that's the thing about a lot of people that want to go into acting. I think they have to make sure that their past cannot come back to haunt them later on.
Just do what's right. I mean, in life you make mistakes. Yeah. Accept, move on, learn. That's how I see it. But don't go doing something stupid for people to notice you. Because the only way that's gonna pay off for you is by hurting you.
Yeah.
And it's sad that we have to lose Hartley. I mean, Hartley has been a great addition to his show for the last 2.5 years. He's the guy. He's the comic relief. He's the guy that is behind time on everything. Like I enjoyed his performance in season 5 when Noir was there.
I actually think that he had a really good character development inside the show as well.
Exactly. So for this to happen at a time that it happened in, right after we lost Ruby, and we are fated to lose Tom Cavanaugh, it's hard because I fight him brain out. Shit, this is dumb. It's hard because I mean, we are losing so much, and we just lost a whole show. We don't need to be losing actors too. Like, we just lost a whole cast and a whole show. Not that we really lost it. The show has completed its turn. It has ended. So, I mean, we're gaining another show, yes. But at the same time, it still comes at a price.
Your pain brings no pleasure.
And I think that price is the most important aspect of why we feel the way we do. Like, why do we feel like we're losing everything? Because right after we lost Arrow, the show, because of Oliver's contribution, we end up losing Ruby Rose as Batwoman, and then we have the word on Tom Cavanaugh leaving as Wells. I mean, he might return, or he might not even leave anymore because, well, we are losing a character or a person depending on what happened. And then we gotta look at now we just lost Hartley. So I think after quarantine there's gonna be a lot of backlash on what's gonna happen, because we are looking at bad things gonna happen for the stats of watchers, or what we would call the fans, how many people are watching Batwoman. We already agree that the viewership might drop, because at the end of the day they just lost their star actress.
Ooh, I gotta come back here.
Okay. And I think after all of that, y'all see me getting tormented because I think it's bringing out any shit, the most cheating thing. But I think because of that, it's really important that we understand that we gotta support the Arrowverse in a time like this. To all the loyal supporters that were there from before, just because like somebody we love have been taken away from the show or has decided to leave, there's the time that we gotta support the shows, otherwise the shows will crash. And if the shows crash, the whole universe can be, you know, cancelled, and we don't want that. So I think it's time that we, you know, take up the mantle and decide what we're gonna do. And my message to America at this point is, you know,
Starfire.
Stand up, have accountability, and know that we understand about the loss of an actor and actress, but we have to look at the situation on hand and what caused this loss. And we also have to weigh against someone who's supposed to be leading the country. We want a good leader. We want someone who's gonna, you know, be there with us and for us. So without that, it's hard, because it's like okay, well, I don't live in America, obviously, but I want to be able to visit America and don't feel no way, like, but America, all the riots and everything, and they need leadership right now, and I don't think they're getting the leadership they deserve. And I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not saying it's the voters' fault or whatnot, or people that didn't vote. All I'm saying is accountability is key. So just step up, own it, and move on. You can't do nothing else about it at this point. So do what you can. And that's just how we see it.
Starlight, star bright.
So additionally, I'm gonna be coming off from Injustice in a few, and we'll be streaming some content from World War II. So you guys can look out for that, and the link for that shortly. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.